understanding during this period and apologizes for any inconvenience caused by the survey activities. For further information, contact us at 0800 BEL Care or 0800 235 2273.
Dogs that come in for daycare and boarding services get to socialize and participate in multiple beach pack walks that are structured for mental and physical stimulation to fulfill their needs. Additional activities depend on your daycare package, such as garden playtime and socialization. Nap time is inevitable for a calm and fulfilled dog. Pickup and drop-offs available.
Pleasant good morning, San Pedro, and a pleasant good morning to our friends over in Key Cocker. We want to welcome you to our Thursday edition of Good Morning, San Pedro. Today is Thursday, the 5th of the month of September 2024. It is a beautiful Thursday morning here in La Isla Bonita. It was raining earlier this morning. Let's see what the weather will be like for today going into. Take a look at the general weather forecast for the Belize. The general situations dominate the area. The 24 forecast with outbreaks of showers around the country. The marine conditions, the winds will be from the east-northeast at 10 to 20 knots. Sea state will be moderate and waves will be between 4 to 6 feet. The temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 85 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 29 degrees Celsius, and the lows will be 78 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 26 degrees Celsius. For inland areas, the highs will be 90 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 32 degrees Celsius, and the lows will be 72 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 22 degrees Celsius. Up in the hills, the highs will be 78 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 26 degrees Celsius, and the lows will be 67 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 19 degrees Celsius. The outlook for Friday is for several outbreaks of showers, thunderstorms, and period of rain gradually decreasing Friday night. Taking a look at the tides, a high tide will occur this morning at 11:12, and another one will occur tonight at 11:19. A low tide will occur this evening at 5:38, and another one will occur tomorrow morning at 5:57. The sun will set this evening at 6:02, and it will rise tomorrow morning at 5:39. The moon will rise this morning at 7:36 and will set tonight at 7:39. This is the general weather forecast read to us by forecaster Francisca Wellington, there at the Belize Meteorological Service. So we can expect showers to occur during the course of today. Looks like we will have showers today and tonight. And if we take a look at the 4-day forecast to see what will be happening for the next 4 days. Tomorrow, Friday, outbreaks of showers, thunderstorms, and period of rain, then decreasing. The wind will be from the east-northeast at 5 to 15 knots. And the temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 84 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 78 degrees Fahrenheit. For inland areas, the highs will be 87 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 72 degrees Fahrenheit. On Saturday, a few showers, periods of rain, then isolated thunderstorms, mainly affecting the north during the day and most areas during the night. The wind will be from the south-southeast at 5 to 15 knots, and the temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 84 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 78 degrees Fahrenheit. For inland areas, the highs will be 88 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 72 degrees Fahrenheit. On Sunday, a few showers and thunderstorms or periods of rain increasing at night. The wind will be from the east-southeast at 10 to 20 knots. And the temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 87 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 79 degrees Fahrenheit. For inland areas, the highs will be 90 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 72 degrees Fahrenheit. On Monday, a few showers and isolated thunderstorms. The wind will be from the east-southeast at 10 to 20 knots. And the temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 88 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 80 degrees Fahrenheit. For inland areas, the highs will be 92 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 72 degrees Fahrenheit. So we can expect rain today. We can expect rain tomorrow, Friday. We will have rain on Saturday. It will rain on Sunday. And it will rain on Monday. So in other words, for the next 4 days, we have some rains coming into our area. That's the forecast, courtesy of the Belize Met Service. Thank you much. Now let's take a look at the tropics. Let's take a look at what's happening in the Atlantic. And this morning, we're waking up to a number of areas of disturbance. And on the screen shortly, we will be putting that those areas. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 areas of disturbance in the Atlantic. It looks like August was too good for us, too friendly to us, and we're looking like September now is heating up. In other words, we see far more activity in the Atlantic in the first few days of September than we saw in the entire month of August. There are 5 areas that we're looking at. There is one in the Gulf of Mexico. That one has been there for a number of days now. There is an area of disturbance getting close to us here in the Western Atlantic, Western Caribbean. And there is also another area right there in the northern part of the Atlantic, very close to the coast of the U.S. There is one close to the Lesser Antilles. And then there is one in the middle of the Atlantic between the Lesser Antilles and the Gulf of Africa. Let us begin with the one in the Gulf of Mexico. It's a trough of low pressure that is producing widespread disorganized showers. That's the Western Caribbean.
Give them to me by number then. There's too many of them.
Too many of them.
Give them to me by number.
Number one. Let it do number one. All right. It's a trough of low pressure that is producing widespread disorganized showers and thunderstorms across the northwestern Gulf of Mexico, including near the coast of Louisiana and Texas. Upper level winds are expected to become less conducive for development by Friday and Saturday as a frontal boundary approaches the system, Although development is unlikely, which is very good, heavy rainfall is expected across portions of the northern Gulf Coast during the next day or so. Formation chance the next 2 days, it's low at 10%, and formation chance the next 7 days, it's low at 10%. For this one, for those near the coast of Texas, it looks like this will not develop into anything, as there is a frontal that is coming in and will just break this up. It will just be a whole lot of rain. So absolutely nothing to worry with regards to this one. Let's go to number 2. Number 2, a non-tropical area of low pressure located a few hundred miles east of North Carolina is producing disorganized showers and thunderstorms to the northeast and east of its center. This system could acquire some subtropical characteristics over the next couple of days while it moves generally northeastward, remaining offshore. That is good news of the northeastern United States. Once the low moves over cooler waters by late Saturday, further subtropical development is not expected. Additional information for those in the U.S., including gale warnings, can be found in high seas forecasts issued by the National Weather Service. Formation chance the next 2 days, it's low at 20%, and formation chance the next 7 days, it's low at 20%. So this one is not going to affect any area. So this is good news for the U.S., and as it says, eventually break up. Let's go to number 3. Number 3 is way off the coast of Africa. A broad area of low pressure over the eastern tropical Atlantic is producing disorganized showers and thunderstorms. Some slow development of this system is possible during the next several days while it drifts. This one is not moving, it's drifting northwestward or northward. The good thing is that it's going north, away from any land area. Formation chance the next 2 days, it's low at 10%, and formation chance the next 7 days, it's low at 20%. So this one is going to be moving pretty slow. It's actually drifting right now. In other words, we'll be talking about this for a number of days that will be coming up. Number 4 is the one that is closer to us. Shower and thunderstorm activity has increased slightly in association with a westward moving tropical wave located over the western Caribbean Sea. A significant development appears unlikely before the system reaches Belize and the Yucatan. That's the Yucatan Peninsula by early Friday. Some development is possible late in the weekend into early next week after the system emerges over the southwestern Gulf of Mexico. So in other words, it come to us as a tropical wave, and once it emerges in the Gulf of Mexico, then there is a possibility that this could develop into something. But for right now, absolutely nothing to worry about. Formation chance the next 2 days, it's low at 0%. And formation chance the next 7 days, it's low at 30%. What this is doing right now, though, it's producing a lot more showers than it was producing a few days before. So in other words, this system here, this tropical wave is bringing a lot of rain into our area. And number 5, another tropical wave located a few hundred miles east of the Leeward Islands is producing limited shower and thunderstorm activity. Strong upper-level winds are expected to limit development of this system during the next few days while it moves west-northwestward at 10 to 15 miles per hour. By early next week, environmental conditions could become more conducive for some slow development while the system moves west-northwestward over the southwestern Atlantic Ocean. Formation chance to the next 2 days, it's low at 0%, and formation chance to the next 7 days, it's also low at 7%. The good thing is that this one is moving likewise west-northwestward and will be moving away from the Lesser Antilles. So most of them, 4 out of 5, it looks like, well, 3 out of 5 looks like will remain in open waters and will not be of much impact to any areas. And 2 of those areas, the one in the Gulf and the one close to us, it will be producing a lot of rain in the areas that it is actually located. So let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. The 7-day forecast will give us an idea as to where they're heading to. And if you take a look at the first one there, the exit remains around that area of the coast of Texas. Then the second one, open waters. The third one in open waters. The fourth one, which is the one close to us, you see it right there. It will cross as a tropical wave, and it will cross right through northern Belize. Yang cross right on top of us as a tropical wave, and then it will hit the northern part of the Corozal district and part of the Orange Rock district as well as a tropical wave. This is only a tropical wave. It's producing a whole lot of rain. That's why the forecast that we read earlier by the Belize Met Service says that it will rain today, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, because as this area gets closer to us, more rain will be coming our way. But like we said, we can take the rain any day rather than having to deal with a tropical depression, tropical storm, or a hurricane. Lot of rain. I wouldn't be surprised that in tomorrow's forecast by the Belize Met Service, you will see of flood warnings that will be issued, because it will be bringing a lot of rain into our area. So September looks like it is shaping up to be a very busy month. In the first 5 days, look at this. We have 5 storms, 1 storm per day done. And the good thing about it is that they're in the open waters and they are not in areas that are conducive for development. So for right now, we're pretty good on a brace up because a lot of rain is coming our way. All right. Thank you much to the National Hurricane Center for the update. Today is the 5th of the month. We want to congratulate those who are celebrating birthdays today. May you have an enjoyable one. May you celebrate many, many more. For those of you waking up celebrating birthdays, we want to sing to you las mañanitas.
Que cantaba el rey David, hoy por ser tu cumpleaños te las cantamos aquí. Despierta, mi bien, despierta, mira que ya amaneció, ya los pajaritos cantan, la luna ya se metió.
Congratulations to all those who are celebrating birthdays today. May you have an enjoyable one and may you celebrate many, many more. With that said, we'll go to a commercial break. We'll be right back. This is Good Morning San Pedro.
Someplace South Coffee Bar serves you delicious breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with your favorite drinks, cocktails, and 2-for-1 on mimosas all day long. Friday nights are steak nights at Someplace South, offering surf and turf, filet mignon, and USDA ribeye. Accompany your meals with our California wines made by Belizean winemaker Joseph Smith. For reservations, call us at 628-5373 or email us at someplacesouthcafebar@yahoo.com. We are located on the South Road, half a mile past the Victoria House. Our entertainment for Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays include Coconut Trio, Dennis Wolf, and Valentino. When in San Pedro, Someplace South is a must.
Whoa. We don't use it around here. I have my own bag.
Where can I get one of those?
Pampered Paws, your pet experts. Calm, confident canines. We offer daycare and boarding services with playtime and multiple beach park walks designed to have your dogs socialize and fulfilled. Pickups and drop-offs available. Grooming. Complete grooming services include bath, trim, nail, and ear cleaning. Results that will take your breath away. We also do house calls. Beach Power Walks, a 2-mile structured park walk designed to mentally and physically stimulate your companion. Don't forget our hands-on professional dog training services to make your dog a better behaved pet. Check out our full line of pet supplies. Pampered Paws, your pet experts. Calm, confident canines.
Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge. Open air restaurant serving Central American and Caribbean cuisine. Hidden Treasure serves dinner Wednesday to Monday from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Located in the Escalante neighborhood 1.5 miles south of San Pedro town. Hidden Treasure offer a romantic and elegant dining experience. Make early reservations and ask for free shuttle service. Some restrictions apply. Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge, the perfect place to celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, rehearsal dinners, and much more. Come, experience fine dining in an enchanting atmosphere. Live music every Thursday by a renowned Belizean singer and keyboard player. Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge. Telephone 226-4111 or 4236. Visit them at www.hiddentreasurebelize.com or on the socials. Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge, San Pedro, Belize.
In the studios of Reef Radio and Reef TV, it's 26 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour. We want to welcome you back once more. This is Good Morning San Pedro. It's already the 5th of the month of September 2024. And joining us in this segment, we have Mr. Philip Ramsey with us. Felipe, a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Aiden. Good morning, Mr. Dunn. Buenos días, mi gente de San Pedro.
Philip, I know that every time you're here in studios, it's because you will promote an upcoming event. The last time that you were here, I think you were with the representative of San Pedro for the Miss Queen of the Bay pageant.
Yes.
Before we go into the other event that you're here to promote, talk to us, tell us how, I know that that our representative did very good. I was watching the pageant on TV. Actually, I saw you there as well. How did it go?
I believe it went well. It was a extremely organized pageant. I love the fact that everything went smoothly, although there was chaos in the back before the pageant. However, the organizers did an amazing job in making sure that that wasn't the forefront of the pageant, because a lot of people was worried if the pageant was actually going to happen because of the whole mishaps.
Really?
And so it was unfortunate that this was the first year that Queen of the Bay has experienced such travesty. However, we dealt with it in the background very professionally. And I hope the audience and the people outside could have seen that, you know what, despite that, we made sure that we had a representative this year. This is the second time I've sent a representative to represent us. 2019 was our first, and this was our second.
Okay. Are we looking at 2025?
Well, next year I'm definitely looking for delegates, and Miss Nia would be happy to pass the title on, because she's like, this was a lot of hard work I didn't expect. Pageant is all about beauty and presenting a female at the forefront. However, all the hard work of practicing and making sure you remember these speeches and the way why you actually wanted to do the pageant in the first place is a lot of hard work. And some people don't tend to see that or know what's happening in the background.
That's true. Did you get the support of the community that you were looking for?
I must be honest. I mean, it wasn't something that the community knows about a lot, so I didn't get as much. I was able to get help from several persons, like Coleman's Barbershop for her and salon for her nails. I got Miss Jazz Azueta to sponsor us for a room to take her tonight, because I had to take her because we live on an island. I had to spend an overnight. So thank her very much. Island Cyber, I think it was the name of Miss Dahlia's company, who provided her dress this year. Miss Vivian Morales from Live provided us some of the outfits for her interviews and so forth. Miss Dyrene from the Chick Spot provided us with a dress for her sashing ceremony, and a little bit here and there from other people throughout the community helped me a lot. Other than that, I spent the bulk of it to make sure that she had every single thing that she needed. Omaila Island Air, was our transportation from the island to the mainland. So thanks to Omaila Island Air as well.
You've seen where you need to improve and work on for next year, right?
I definitely probably need to start do fundraisers or of that sort, and I think that's how the community probably might come out and help me with Queen of the Bay. However, one of the things I think we're not aware of the history behind the Queen of the Bay. And the next time I ask to be here, I will probably ask to come on and promote the Queen of the Bay and tell girls from early, prepare yourself if you do want to go up, because it's not like your regular beauty pageant.
Exactly that. You're right.
It's not your regular beauty pageant. It deals with courtesy. Basically, what I tell the persons that I'm training or helping, it's more of an old English type of thing you're going to do.
Well, she did good. Despite what you mentioned, I wouldn't have imagined that there was issues on at backstage. What we saw on TV, it looked pretty good. And I believe that she did an amazing job. Congratulations. It was short notice. You didn't have much time to prepare.
We had like a month to prepare. It was really short compared to the person that won has been preparing for like half a year.
There you go.
Her pageant in her constituency happened like 6 months before. And then the girl that won, slept and dreamt about pageant.
All right.
Whereas I only had Nia for a month to do what she did in 6 months and won. And Nia did an amazing job. She looked regal in her outfits.
Very good. Now we move on. We move your hat from the Queen of the Bay pageant and we put on the one for the blood drive, right?
Yes, that's what you guys been seeing me the most on the show is for the blood drive, and that's my number one cap that I wear, because it's something I do every 3 months on the island for the country of Belize, not just for the island.
When is the next blood drive?
My next blood drive is set for the 14th of September. I have online with me Miss Ashley Dennison. You'll finally get to hear her because she's always behind the scenes. She puts me in the forefront. She's like, you be the face, I'll be in the back. Hi, Miss Ashley. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, everyone in San Pedro. Good morning, Aiden. Good morning, Dan. Hi, Phil.
All right, Ashley, a pleasant good morning. Nice to hear from you.
It's been a while. Yes.
All right, let's talk about this upcoming blood drive for the 14th. That's next week, Saturday.
Yes, that's why you're seeing me so early.
All right, next week, Saturday. Where will it be?
So we're planning to host it at the Resource Center, which is the former BTB office in front of RC and above the library.
Okay. That's where it will be?
Yes. So what we're trying to do is the fact that we were asked to see if we could find a place that is not medical but is able to host it, because of the fact that we want people to feel like you're not in the hospital, you're not getting, but it's more of a relaxing scene, and we're trying to get.
Okay. All right. And now that we have Miss Ashley with us, if you have any questions regarding the blood drive, you can send in your questions. You can call in. Our number is there, and you can ask either Philip or Miss Ashley about any questions you might have concerning the blood drive. And we have the first one here. The Moose is asking, why is there an age restriction? He says that his blood seems to be working just fine.
The reason, Miss Ash, you want to take that question, or should I?
Sure, I can.
Go ahead, Miss Ash.
So for the most part, we work with the National Blood Transfusion Services, and they have a set of rules that is mandated by the government. Unfortunately, our team, the San Pedro Community Blood Drive, has no say on that. I know that the blood bank team from the National Blood Transfusion team is working hard to get that age limit being removed, or at least taken up a few more years. But for right now, that is what the government has mandated that they must stipulate within their when they're doing their collection of blood.
And what is the age right now?
Right now, it is still the 18 to 65.
18 to 65.
Yes, 18 years old to 65. One of the things that we're trying to see if we could also move it down to 16, because we have these high school students, these boys that are very athletic, and some of them want to donate.
Yeah. How many pints was collected the last blood drive, Philip? Do you remember?
Miss Ashton, I think we got 20 pints of blood. Was that correct, Miss Ashton?
Yes, I believe it was 20. However, we did have some that were donated on behalf of another person, which we highly encourage. And of course, we have our therapeutic personnel who come in. So I would say it was that we collected, we collected 20 pints. Not all 20 pints were given to us to be able to distribute to the communities as needed.
Okay. For the blood drive on the 14th at the research center, that's what you mentioned, right? What will be the time that they will start, and at what time will they end?
We plan to start at 8:30 and finish around 3 o'clock, so that they could take the boat over, because of the fact that we can't stay overnight after the blood's collected, because of we don't want the blood to run risk of not being able to be used.
So it's going to be from 8:30 to 3. The same process applies. People are encouraged to call in and make appointments.
Correct. We ask them to call in and make an appointment, so we have an idea of more or less who's coming. However, if you're just walking around and you decide to do it, you're welcome. There will be space for you to do it.
Can they use the services? They're asking if a person wants to know what type of blood they are. Can they find out there? Can they?
And that's what I would highly encourage that for the people in San Pedro. If they want to know their blood count and their blood type, they could definitely come out. And that's how they're going to find out if they can donate as well.
True.
Because then and one of the things I think people don't realize, that the fact that when you donate blood, it's almost like a free blood checkup. Because they have to take your blood and run it through several different processes to check to see if these persons are cleared. Because although when they do a prick, you get 1 drop of blood to see your blood type, your blood count, and we're like, okay, you're fine, you can go ahead. They literally have to take that blood now and check, is this person okay? We're looking for this. And if anything happens and you know that probably your some count is low, they will give you a call and said, you know what, sir, you need to probably visit a doctor because of X, Y, and Z. So you can probably help yourself from, avoiding some future illness.
There's another person asking if is there a specific type of blood that is needed right now?
Well, we definitely need more negative.
Yes.
We have a lot of requests for negative, but we rarely have negative being donated, because a negative person needs to get from a negative person.
Oh, really?
Yes. We had one person on our island that was donating for the negative, but they decided to say, you know what, only in dire need would they come out.
So that this is something that we're learning this morning. So negative is the one that is most needed right now.
Yes.
But you accept anyone?
We accept anyone. The positives that I get are great. And we love it because there's a lot of positive persons that need positive well, but like a negative person can give to a positive, but a positive can't give to a negative.
Let's go to the section where someone needs blood and would need the assistance. What is the process in getting assistance with blood?
Okay, Miss Ashton, you take that over, because what I do is, because I'm always so busy in the classroom and people text or call me and I refer them to her.
Okay.
Because I don't approve only if it's a real emergency and Miss Ashton is super busy, then I will approve it. But Miss Ashton is the one that usually does the approval.
Miss Ashton, let's take a look at the process, how to go about in requesting the blood.
So for requesting the blood, there has to be several criteria met. Of course, you can just go ahead and send me a WhatsApp. It would be best to send me a WhatsApp saying, hi, I'm in need of blood, and I will send you a little form to fill out. However, this form has several different conditions. So for us, because our blood collection is so limited, like I mentioned, we collected 20 pints, but not all 20 pints are for us to be able to use. And let's say that I only have access to 15 pints of blood. In order to request blood, you need to meet the criteria where it is a true emergency. and it is not a scheduled surgery, because for those people who have their surgery scheduled for maybe 2 months from now or even 2 weeks from now, they can go out and they can find someone to donate on their behalf. More than likely, they're only going to be needing 1 or 2 pints, and a family member or a friend that loves you should be able to donate on your behalf. So we help in what we consider emergency. So someone has an accident and is on life support and is bleeding out and is needing 2-3 pints of blood immediately. That is what we consider an emergency. And of course, we do ask different information of you. So we would ask the patient's name, we would ask what facility they're at. So the person needs to be at a medical facility, and it doesn't matter where in the country they are, we are able to get that blood to them within maybe 15 minutes of the request being approved. Also, we would ask what is the type of emergency that they're experiencing. So it's a little form with not more than 10 questions, I would say, that needs to be filled out. And of course, while we understand that you're in an emergency, we do ask you to give names of persons who would be able to replace the blood. If blood isn't replaced, then we don't have in order to help someone else. So back to, if I have 15 pints of blood and someone requests 5 and another person requests 3 and another person requests another 3, I am down to less than 8 pints of blood. So now I can only help up to 8 persons if those previous persons did not replace the blood. Now if I get people to replace the blood, I can continue helping up to as much as 15 pints. So there's also a sustainability that needs to be considered in there. And even if you don't have the person to replace it immediately, you can replace it like at the end of the week or something like that. But we won't deny you just because you don't have someone to give blood, because of course emergencies happen at any time, and if your family members are busy at work, or if it's at night and the blood bank isn't open, things like that can have a person not be able to get the blood as immediately as they need it. So you just send me a request on WhatsApp on the 615-4300 number and say that you need blood, and I go ahead and send you the information that you need. You read the criteria, requirements, and you fill in the little form, you send it back. And generally for those who are able to get blood from us, it is approved and they can pick it up in about 15 minutes from the approval time. So I send you the message, you fill it out. However long it takes for you to fill it out is on you. But if you fill it out in 2 minutes of me sending it to you, I'll get it approved in about 10 minutes, and in the next 5 minutes you can go ahead and pick up that blood, the ticket to get that blood.
All right, very good. So that is the process to go about in requesting the assistance for blood.
We just ask them that they do donate back the blood. Because, I mean, if they're on the island and they get the blood, we don't expect them to find their way to release it at the end of the week. They could always wait until we have our next blood drive.
And that's every 3 months.
And that's every 3 months.
That's every 3 months.
We also encourage personnel that are pregnant and expecting child to bring in their spouse or bring in someone to donate on their behalf.
Do you have a record that shows and gives you an idea as to how much requests are done during a span of 3 months from the last blood drive to where the next one is scheduled?
Ashton?
So I would have that information and I would have to collate it, but more than half the time our blood is finished way before that 3 month period, because we get so many requests. Like on a weekly basis, I would say we get anywhere from 5 to like 15 requests.
All right. Miss Patty Velez, a pleasant good morning, Miss Patty. She's saying, Belize Ministry of Health needs to modernize their age rules for donating blood. Here in the U.S., she says that at age 72, she can still donate, but not in Belize. And I'm pretty much sure that that as she mentions, There are so many expats that would love to donate, but are turned
because of
away.
age. And that's what they're in meetings for currently working on. And plus, we don't have the updated transfusions and equipment that the US have. So, like I said, the ministry is working on it to get those equipments and get the things needed. So, until they're able to have that, then we're able to move forward in moving up the age. And it might not happen now, it might not happen next year, but it's eventually in the future it will happen.
Okay. The numbers to call for appointments for the upcoming blood drive, which is next week, the 14th.
My personal number is 615-2005. Miss Ashton's number is 615-4000 for the 300. Sorry. There's also 630-2005 for those that are interested. You could always message us.
149115.
Okay. Perfect. So those are the numbers, and likewise, those are the numbers if you would want to request. Those are the contacts.
Yes.
The only two contact persons, right?
The only two contact persons, me and Miss Ashton. And again, whenever it comes to me, I will forward her the message and said, if you could please handle this, or I would inform the person, can you please message this person now because I'm in a class.
And it's best to message rather than call.
Yes. The reason why we ask for the message is because it's there. If you call me and I'm in the middle of a class, I would not remember to go back, give Ashley, send a message to Ashley. So that's why we encourage a WhatsApp or a WhatsApp message specifically, because I could just copy it and then just send it straight to her or just forward it to her. And with the call, again, if I'm in a class, I'm busy doing something at the moment. I can't go back to, and I don't know who called me because of the fact that, several persons might be calling at the same time. So we highly encourage a text message, because I was like, somebody messaged me and I could go right back into my message and see it and then read it.
Yep. All right. So next week, the 14th, is the blood drive. You mentioned that the last one collected at around 20, right?
20.
What is your goal for this? So I know you always set a goal, Philip. I know you, and I know that for the 14th you have a goal.
Well, it's a new location, so I hope people like this one more. So I'm saying my same 20 outside of my therapeutic and my donating to persons that are in need already. Because again, I've been seeing numbers of pregnant women coming in for donations. So people have been donating on their behalf.
Okay. So your goal is 20 for next week.
20.
New location.
But
the same process.
It's the very same process. Nothing has changed with the process. It's just always a different scene, but the same story.
All right. Very good. So that is the scheduled date and time, starting at 8:30, going all the way to 3 o'clock. On the 14th, that's next week, Saturday. Now go bleach out and drink up the night before.
Yes, so the different, I've always talked about the different requirements needing for you to be able to donate. No alcohol for 24 hours, no smoking for 24 hours. It must be between the age of 18 to 65. If you're on medication, if you're able to not have medication the day before, 24 hours, let's say 24 hours before to be on the safe side, then it's fine. You must have a hearty breakfast and or lunch before you come, depending on the time you come. When I say hearty, I don't mean oily. Not fried chicken or a lot of. You can have a leaf fried jack, because I don't know if I have it in moderation, but why we highly discourage that is because that builds up in your blood, and when it settles, you see all the fat move to the top. So.
Even though it's a new location that you'll be using on the 14th, is the same team coming together to once more have this blood drive a success?
That is correct. Very same team. We just moved away from the school, and we moved. We were at the polyclinic. We moved away from the polyclinic just because of the people, like, there's emergency that's happening there, and sometimes it's just kind of difficult to maneuver around, and so we moved to the school, and we just decided to say, you know what, let's see if we can move away from the school again, because it's a medical facility. We're trying to not take them out of that medical feeling.
And the businesses that usually assist or help in some way or the other, Philip, are they set? They're good for the 14th?
So we're pretty much set for the 14th in sponsorship. I don't have that list on me. That's the only thing I ran out this morning on. My list of sponsors, but thus far, my very same personnel are coming through and assisting with all my meals that I need, my transportation. Those are the basic things we need. The meals for our personnel that are coming, the transportation from the island to the island and on the island. So it's not just getting here, but we need to move them around and move different things. So those have been, we're able to come through. If anyone is able to donate anything, probably we could do a giveaway again. They could help us and to attract more people to the.
Okay, very good. Philip, you'll be with us next week again for a reminder, right?
Yes, I will definitely be back on Friday to remind.
Along with Counselor K.
Oh, yes, with Counselor K. Every time I'm here, the day before, it will always be Miss Counselor K, because she's also one of my spokesperson to help me to promote it.
Very good.
The Town Council, I must say, thank you to the Town Council. They've been amazing in helping me in making sure the blood drive is a success.
Ms. Ashton, is there any other piece of info that you would want to share before we wrap up this segment?
Not necessarily information to share, however, to plead to the public to please come out and support the blood drives. I've known that over the years we've been able to save a lot of lives. But also there is the situation where people are upset many of the times where I can't help them because it is not deemed as an emergency. But like I said, our numbers are fairly low, and if we get more donors, I can certainly promise that more people would be able to be assisted, whether emergency or not. Let's say we're collecting 75 pints of blood in a single blood drive, and we are able to continue that, and our numbers keep steady. We would be able to assist the pregnant women who don't have the person to donate for them. We would be able to assist those who have scheduled surgery. So then it would be further improving how we are able to assist, not just in emergency times, but also in non-emergent times as well. So I want to beg the public, please send your friends, send your family members. You come, bring somebody with you when you come, even if it's just to check your blood level and your blood type. Knowing these things are very helpful to you as well. So come out, donate. That's all I'm pleading for you to do, because the more we get, the more we can give.
All right, very good. Well said, Ashton. I believe that that we can increase that amount.
Yes,
we definitely can.
There was one time when I got 75 pints of blood, and I was like, whoa. We actually, and if I could do it once, I definitely know we can do it again.
And the thing is, Philip, and I've been saying it, that a lot of people then say, oh, blood drive again. But you wouldn't know how important it is until you find yourself in a situation where you or your loved ones, they need blood.
Correct. And it is sad to say that's the only time we see certain people come out or hear certain people like, you know what, I did not know it was this important.
Yeah. You know, and people who have been through it, and I will use an example, Miss Rosita. Now she promotes the blood drive with a passion, you know. She promotes the blood drive and she goes all out with it.
Yes.
She's out there 100% supporting.
Yes. She just sits out there and she brings treats as well to give to the individual. And I must say, I forgot to say thank you to Miss Rosita, but she's like one of our top person. Like after her incident that she had and her scare, she has been like that driving force that, you know what, and she knows there's a blood drive. She personally probably takes a day off and then she's out there. Her daughter-in-law is out there. Her family has been coming out to donate very regular now.
Yeah, well, hopefully at the 14th, and like I said, Philip, you will be here once more to remind, along with Councillor K, to remind the residents that there will be an important blood drive on the 14th. and you bring the list of all those who make it possible for us to publicly thank them for being part of this. Ashley, thank you much for being with us this morning. Nice to hear from you.
Most welcome feeling to be on the show, even if you're not going to be seeing my face. So thank you very much for having me, and thank you, Philip, for being our face while I am just the arms and the legs that no one generally sees, because that's the way I like it.
All right. Ashley, take care. Big hugs, okay?
Thank you. Same.
All right. And Philip, any final piece of...
Just want to say thanks to the personnel that comes out and make it possible. Thank them very much.
Thank you much. Dan, it's 3 minutes away. Any other announcements that we have this morning?
I don't think so. We're still looking for Ranger.
Ranger is still out there missing.
Still
out there missing. Let's try to find Ranger.
Yeah.
It's a good reward there, you know.
500.
Mm-hmm. So. All right. Dan, Moose said, Moose is worried that you might not make it to the end of the program because of the cough that you have. Dan has been under the weather.
Yeah.
And we certainly hope that you get better, Dan. And tomorrow we're not having a show tomorrow morning.
Right.
Personally, I have to deal with some health issues as well.
So do I. Yeah, I'm gonna stay in bed tomorrow.
So we're not gonna be having our morning show tomorrow. On Monday we'll be back.
Monday's the 9th, right?
Yeah, Monday's the 9th. We'll be back on Monday, Dan.
Monday, yeah.
We'll take tomorrow. We'll be back on Monday, and then we're off on Tuesday because of the holiday.
Right.
All right. So I want to thank you all. Philip, thank you much for being with us. So viewers, listeners, thank you. We invite you for Monday's edition of Good Morning San Pedro. Until then, you do take care.
Between Belize City, Key Cocker, and San Pedro on a ferry faster than anyone else with Caribbean Sprinter. You better Belize it. Get with us online at sprinter.bz.
Belize on Friday, September 20th. Guinness Sounds of Greatness and Digi Wallet present the 10th annual Soca and Culture Fest live at the Belize Civic Center. Doors open at 9 p.m. Come ready to jump, wave, and sing to an unforgettable night. Friday, September 20th at the Belize Civic Center. The 10th annual Soca and Culture Fest featuring the Byron Lee headliners, Jamaica's hottest dancehall artist Nige Boy and Mr. Vegas. Be there.
Back to school season can be overwhelming, but with Quartz Ready Cash, we've got you covered.